My name is Lisberth Karline Poulsen, and I have the solo exhibition in Culture House Ivínguak in Nuuk. And we are standing in front of one of the pieces, which is called What If It's Not What Is. When I was a kid, I was bullied being Danish, even though I look Groenlandic. So my biggest wish as a kid was to wake up one day and have blue eyes, blonde hair, and bright skin.
Sometimes I use muskox, but mainly I use stones, different Greenlandic stones from all over Greenland.
My name is Ivínguak Stork Høegh, and I'm from Nuuk. I was born and raised here in Nuuk, Greenland, and I'm an artist and director of art, and the only one in the art school in Greenland.
Hello, je m'appelle Miki. Je viens de Groenland. My name is Miki Jacobsen, and I'm born and raised here in Greenland. I don't intend to stop working with art because that's maybe one of the things I've only been doing since I was a teenager. I've been studying art here in Greenland and in Denmark and in Canada.
We're standing in front of another piece of mine, which is called Ivínguak, which means the view. When I was raised in North Greenland, I was raised in a small city called Uummannaq. And what is significant about Uummannaq is that the mountain is shaped like a heart. So it means the heart shaped. And this mountain is illustrated on the coffee called Arabakafit. This is us feeling something important is Greenlandic. And I think it's very interesting because there's nothing Greenlandic about this because the beans are made somewhere and it's fabricated in somewhere and it's imported. But we feel like it's our coffee.
I work with digital art and ceramics and painting and watercolor and graphic. Work with my own my thought with the different themes. For example, I have my own theme. I call it Arctic Exotic. I mix Arctic people and Arctic nature with exotic nature, the other side. So I mix that too. And I'm working with that climate changing and sometimes with political,
This is a stone who only exists two places in the world. Southern Greenland and Kola Peninsula in Russia. A little bit more expensive than ruby.
I mainly work with visual art, but also been working with performance, theater and music. My work is many times about the mythological aspect of our culture, but also occasionally comment on contemporary issues in our society. I've been showing my art mostly here in Greenland, but also many group shows around in Scandinavia and many places in Europe and also in North America.
So it's a very dear piece for me because it's pointing out my childhood home and the memory of it. And I just think that sometimes the partly ready-mades kind of create their own story in an artistic way.